count on.
Good morning. It is Thursday, October 15th. Welcome to News 13 this morning. I'm Michelle Carolla, joined by meteorologist Chris Still, who is here to tell us, really, we have a great forecast this week.
We do. Just what is it?
It's rain and a little bit of sun and my favorite, cool temperatures.
I love when I can get someone else to do my job for me.
That's right.
Yeah,
easy enough.
It is. It's going to be cool.
Well, it's no secret the internet changed everything. A big part of the internet are blogs and websites where people talk about all manners of issues, and the talk led to an email we received here at News 13. Now, the email points to a website which claims the internet is abuzz about a story about a troubling pattern of political contributions to
truth out the Bible.
Now, Kathy Hazelwood, an attorney with the State Ethics Commission, tells News 13 the number of checks and the amounts are not violations of the Ethics Code. You can read much more on this story online right now at scnow.com.
Diane Lane.
All right, thank you, Diane. Well, there's a delay in the trial of the man accused of being responsible for the April wildfire in Horry County. Mark Torchy's trial was supposed to start today, but the State Forestry Commission now expects court proceedings to Time now is 6:11. Investors will watch key earning reports very closely today as Wall Street looks to build on its 7-month rally. The Dow hit 10,000 yesterday, and as Whit Johnson reports this morning, many are starting to believe the nation's financial crisis is closer to an end.
Wall Street is on.
Covering the Carolinas this Thursday morning, a correction for an injustice that took place 94 years ago. A South Carolina board unanimously pardoned two great uncles of syndicated radio host Tom Joyner. Well, time now is 6:49 and making news across the nation this Thursday. The financial markets will open the day on an upbeat note. The Dow closed yesterday just over the psychological benchmark of 10,000. It's the first time the index topped the mark in more than a year, but some economists say the country's financial condition is still shaky. President Obama wants to cut a $250 check to 50 million seniors. The White House is backing a one-time payout because the Social Security Administration is expected to announce today there will be no cost of living increase next year. U.S. senators are working on a compromise health care reform plan. One Senate committee offers a public option as part of its bill. Another does not. Once a compromise is reached, the entire Senate will vote on the measure, which could happen before the end of the month. The airport worker accused of masterminding a bomb plot in New York may have had contact with top al-Qaeda leaders. U.S. intelligence officials say that Najibullah Zazi had contact with an Egyptian man who's said to be one of the founders of the terrorist network. Zazi allegedly plotted to detonate homemade backpack bombs in the city, possibly on New York's mass transit system. Well, count on a rundown of this morning's top stories when we come back. Plus, Chris takes another look at today's forecast. Time now, 6:51. You also said a really nice thing. I'm not going to a football game, but hot chocolate at a football game would make me want to go.
You're reconsidering, aren't you?
It's a really good idea, actually.
I think we may make a football fan out of Michelle.
I don't want to go that far, but hot chocolate fan for sure. Thank you, Chris.
You can count on.
Good morning. It's Friday, October 16th. Welcome to News 13 Early Morning. I'm Michelle Carolla. Well, breaking news this morning, the search continues for an F-16 fighter pilot off the South Carolina coast after two jets collided. An official at Shaw Air Force Base says the planes hit last night during training exercises about 40 miles off the coast of Charleston. One jet landed safely at Charleston Air Force Base, but the location of the other jet and pilot is unknown. The Coast Guard is searching the ocean by boat and helicopter. Stay with News 13 and scnow.com for more on this developing story. Well, candidates in next month's North Charleston.
And Michelle Carolla has a mean leg kick.
That's exactly right. I'd love to have been a Rocket.
You should see her during the commercial breaks. It's pretty humorous. Let's take a look at our out-the-door forecast this morning.
That's amazing. In low 40s like that for Friday night football. I remember those days twirling in the cold weather. It brings back a lot of memories, and that is cold for Friday night football.
And the football players love it that cold.
Oh, I bet they do. It's a lot nicer for them. All right, thank you, Chris. Well, more news, weather, and traffic is coming up after the break.
Count on.
Good morning. It is Friday, finally Friday, October 16th. Welcome to News 13 this morning. I'm Michelle Carolla here with Chris Still, who I know he's also happy it's Friday. And he's giving us great weather.
We act like it doesn't happen once a week.
Every single week it does happen, but it's still a good thing every week.
It never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Let's take a look at our Titan Radio City.
Now, in addition to last night's forum and old-time stump meeting where the candidates will make speeches, will take place a week from Saturday at the Myrtle Beach Train Depot.
I'm Diane Lane.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Well, the man who led troopers on a highly publicized 30-mile chase and shootout down I-95 in 2006 is headed to prison. Well, we're right at 6:27 this morning, and it looks like a big change is on the way if you play the South Carolina Education Lottery. Powerball and Mega Millions agreed to start cross-selling tickets. That means tickets for both games will now be sold in states that have just one or the other. Well, a 6-year-old boy believed to have crawled into a balloon aircraft was found safe. Authorities thought Falcon Heen was inside the flying saucer-shaped balloon as it soared through the Colorado sky, but when it finally touched down in a field, Falcon was not inside. After an intense search, the boy was found hiding in his parents' attic. Well, T-Mobile Sidekick owners who were told they'd lost all their personal phone data may get it back after all. A computer system failure wiped many phones clean, but Microsoft says it recovered most, if not all, of the data. Work continues around the clock to restore information to the affected phones. We'll count on a rundown of this morning's top stories when we come back. Plus, Chris takes a look at the forecast. Time now 5:50.